Well, good morning, base camp team. I've got kind of an important, kind of a formal announcement. It's one of the things we kind of have to do, but it's a good thing too. So it's a good plan. Basically, we have come up with a base camp country return to work plan, or a safety plan, if you will. And to be clear, we've kind of cultivated a relaxed atmosphere, and I think that's productive. I think it's good, and I think it's enjoyable for everybody. Nothing like that's going to change. But Governor Holcomb has mandated that to return to work, any place of employment, that company has to have a safety plan in place. And so we've taken that seriously, we've taken it to heart, and we have developed a safety plan. One of the requirements is that you all be trained on it so that you understand the plan. And I think that's, again, perfectly valid. So give me, if you would, please watch this. It's 3 minutes or so. I'm going to run through our plan. If you have any questions about the plan or about anything that we're doing regarding returning to work or staying at home or the virus or anything like that, please direct those questions to me. You can call me. Everybody has my phone number. You can email me. If you do email me and you want to loop in your immediate supervisor, I would appreciate it. And I think they would too. Just copy them on it so that they are in the loop and they understand what's going on. I think that's important. So without putting it off any further, I'm going to read you the first paragraph, and then I will kind of just highlight this. Everybody will be getting a hard copy of this per the state mandate, and a copy of this will also be hanging in the break room. So again, we've taken this seriously. We think you should. It's not about you particularly when you're following this plan. It's about your effect on others. It's, and we don't always know what everybody else is thinking or what their fears might be. So I think the first thing to start with is that this plan was written to be respectful of others, respectful of everybody else's workspace. So Base Camp Country takes the health and safety of our employees very seriously. In response to the spread of COVID-19, a respiratory disease caused by the coronavirus, the company has developed this safety plan as part of our efforts to reduce the potential for exposure to and spread of the coronavirus. This plan is based on information available from the CDC, OSHA, and the state of Indiana, and is subject to change based on further guidance from these and other public health agencies. The company will monitor the coronavirus-related guidance offered and will communicate any changes to this plan. So just because we've written a plan doesn't mean we're done. We will continue to evaluate this. Please familiarize yourself with this plan, starting with watching this video. And if I didn't mention it before, after you watch the video, please email me confirmation that you watched it. It's very simple. Yeah, I saw it. I agree with it. Or if you have any questions, that's a perfect time to ask them. So the employee health screening process. We will institute the following procedures. We may take advantage of them. Upon returning for work, each employee may have his or her temperature taken, or be asked to take your own temperature and report the results. I can see no scenario where anybody at work will take your temperature. But if you do come in and you're not feeling well and you don't look well, we might ask you to go take your temperature. And if you do that, we would want to know what the temperature was, and then we can make an assessment from there. Any employee with a temperature of 100.4 or higher will be asked to return home and not report to work until his or her temperature stays below 100.4 for 72 hours. And that's without using medication to reduce your fever. The symptom assessment questionnaires. Basically, there's a set of questions. If we believe, again, that you're not feeling well, you don't look well, we may ask you a series of questions not intended to be personal or overly insensitive, simply to diagnose how you might be feeling and to determine whether you can stay at work or not. I think, honestly, common sense is going to prevail here. If you don't feel well, stay home. If you don't think you can work from home, tell us and you'll be sick for the day. It's not a problem, okay? So just because you can't come to work doesn't mean necessarily that you're not working unless you tell us, I'm not able to work. Testing and diagnosis, if you do test positive for COVID-19 or you are diagnosed by a healthcare provider that you have COVID-19, you need to report that immediately to Human Resources. In this case, that would be me and or your immediate supervisor. Any employee who tests positive for the coronavirus is diagnosed by a healthcare provider with COVID-19 must stay out of the workplace for at least 10 days after illness onset the day the symptoms begin, and at least 3 days then after recovery, which would be the day symptoms are resolved, including the resolution of your fever. So 3 days after all of your symptoms are gone, you could return to work. We would remind our employees they should stay home when they are sick. Additionally, when coughing or sneezing, employees should use proper etiquette, turn away from other individuals, grade school stuff. If you're sneezing or coughing, cover your mouth, walk away, turn away, do what you can to take care of that. Enhanced cleaning and disinfecting protocols for the workplace. We are providing disinfectant wipes throughout the office area, including each individual workstation will have your own packet of antiviral wipes. If you're out or you need more, let us know. They have been ordered. They will be in the office hopefully by midweek this week, and please use those. We're asking each employee to wipe down your entire work area in your workspace. That's your keyboard, your phone, your monitor, your desktop, everything that you come in contact with during the day. Please wipe down every single day when you get to work. And then as you believe it's necessary, do it again throughout the day. Again, this may seem like a stretch or an overreach. It's really not. We were going to do our part to stay in business, not in business, but in the office. We want to do our part to keep people and the economy growing. So this is one of those things we can do. We've scheduled our cleaning service. Lisa will be cleaning our office weekly instead of bi-weekly. So again, she cleaned it very thoroughly over the weekend a week ago. She will now be in every single week to continue that. On to number 3, enhanced personal hygiene measures. Base Camp Country requires all employees to wash your hands with soap and water regularly and thoroughly. I think we all do that, including at the beginning of each shift and upon returning from any break. Base Camp Country is providing hand sanitizer stations throughout the workplace. We're looking for them. They're not even on order, but we are trying. But we do have the large container of hand sanitizer on the counter up in the front office. None of this either should prevent you from bringing your own. If you have hand sanitizer, if you have wipes, feel free to bring your own. It's only in your best interest. We will provide tissues, and of course the receptacle in the break area is a no-touch receptacle. Use that if you like. The water cooler in the break area will be discontinued for the foreseeable future. Just think about it. You put your mouth on it, and then you go put that under the water cooler and get water. It is a problem. When you think about it, it's pretty bad. So we'll do our best to have bottled water for you. But again, bring your own water. It would be your best course of action. And I think that's a good one. Social distancing. BCC requires all employees, customers, and visitors to follow social distancing requirements established by the CDC. I think you all know what those are, 6 feet, all that kind of stuff. Employees are permitted to wear masks at all times while on the company premises. This is an optional choice, okay, guys? Not everybody is comfortable wearing a mask. Not everybody's comfortable not wearing a mask. You're more than welcome to wear a mask anytime you're in the office, and that decision will be respected by everybody on the team. Fair enough? To facilitate social distancing, please be aware of your distance from other employees at all times. Obviously, we can't restrict movement throughout the office, but we have tried to schedule everybody in a staggered way that would prevent people from being too close to one another. The break room itself, one person can be in the break room on a prolonged break. If one person is sitting at the table eating, then nobody else should take a prolonged break as well. You can go in and out. You need to get something, that's not a problem. But we don't want more than 2 people in the break room for any reason at any time, and only one person should be seated at the table eating lunch. Okay? Wednesday staff meetings have been canceled until further notice. Meetings in the conference room should be limited to 4 people. Please spread out. There's plenty of room in there. We have contacted employees who are able to work from home, and we have effectively made those plans. So we will be decreasing the attendance in the office. Even in the restrooms, certain stalls and sinks have been deemed out of order, just to, again, facilitate social distancing. So these are the steps we're taking we will continue to evaluate and revise as needed. These measures should be viewed as the minimum standards required by the company. If you choose to adhere to a stronger level of personal hygiene and social distancing, perfectly fine and acceptable. So again, if you have any questions on this, please address me with those. I'll be happy to take care of that, and we'll make sure that you feel comfortable to come back to work. I think most people kind of enjoyed working from home for a while, and now it's getting to be where everybody kind of wants to head back to the office, is what I'm hearing from everybody. So thanks for all the work you've done. Happy Mother's Day to all of you who are mothers or have mothers or anything like that. I hope you had a great day, and we will see you in the office soon. So please, as of tomorrow morning, Monday, May 11th, this plan will be in place. So please do your best to follow it. Thanks, everybody. Take care.